We can also use your building blocks to create email templates. I do want to point out these email templates, by the way, we'll explain the reason why these emails are designed this way and how to use these, how to do cold emailing later when we get to level 3, and there will be a module where we will only talk about cold emailing. But what I want to show you right now is basically how you can take the building blocks that you create and use those to create individual cold email messages. So here's an email message that focuses on the value points building block. Now the reason for my email is that we help CFOs to benefit 1, benefit 2, benefit 3. I don't know if you want to improve any of those areas, and that's why I'm reaching out. Are you available for a brief 15-20 minute meeting where I can share some examples of how we've helped other CFOs to and then end with a benefit? So that's just an example of a cold email built around your value points. I'm not saying that's perfect. I'm not saying you can use that exactly as is, but what my goal here is for you to get the idea of how you can brainstorm your benefits, use that to create a building block, then use the building block to create a cold email message. Maybe if nothing else, this gives you a starting place that you can build around for creating your message. We can do the exact same thing with value points. So here are value points. The reason for the email is we help CFOs with the challenges of problem 1, problem 2, problem 3. I don't know if you're concerned about any of those areas, and that's why I'm reaching out, and then the close. You can also use your name drop example building block to create a cold email. So the reason for the email is that we worked with company XYZ and helped them to decrease the amount of time it takes to process XYZ. This ultimately led to them being able to increase market share and decrease operating expenses at the same time. I don't know if we can help you in the same way, and that's why I'm reaching out. Are you available for a meeting? We can use your pain questions. This isn't a great email, but maybe I wouldn't lead with this email, but this is an okay email to maybe have at the end of a series. But I'm trying to determine if we can help you in the same way we've helped other clients. These are some of the questions I would ask you to figure that out. Include some questions. Do any of those connect with a challenge or interest that you have? If so, let's put a few minutes on the calendar. Now, this is basically an email where you're starting to give up, and you've sent a few emails, maybe the other emails that I showed you, and they're not responding. So now you're just kind of sending them the questions you'd like to ask them. Here's a product email. The reason for the email is that we provide product X, and that includes this, this, and this. Some ways we differ from other options out there are we're easier, we're cheaper, we're better. Are you available for a brief meeting? Those are just a few examples of how we can use your building blocks to create email messages. We have a whole library of additional email messages. You can do that exact same thing to create voicemail follow-up emails, meeting follow-up emails, call follow-up emails, LinkedIn emails. So in our SalesScripter software, we have a whole library of cold email messages. So if you want to access more emails or get some more ideas, you can either go to SalesScripter, or you could, the Smart Sales System book also has a more extensive email template library and examples.